English is everywhere. It is in movies, music, jobs, and even travel. If you want to grow, meet new people, and have more opportunities, you need to speak English well. But learning English feels hard, right? Many people try but give up. They feel shy. They forget words. They feel stuck. That's why I am here today. I want to tell you something that can change your life. I will share my 5 secrets to being fluent. These secrets helped me, and they will help you too. But first, let me tell you a story that might remind you of yourself. One evening, a young man named Jake sat alone in a small cafe in New York. He held his coffee cup tightly, staring at the people around him. They were laughing, talking, speaking English so easily. Jake wanted to join them. He wanted to talk like them. But every time he opened his mouth, the words did not come out. His heart beat fast. His hands felt cold. He knew English, but he couldn't speak it. He felt stuck. A few months ago, he had moved to the city for a job. He was smart. He was hardworking. But English was his biggest problem. He watched people in meetings. He listened to them at lunch. But he could never speak. He was scared of making mistakes. He was afraid they would laugh at him. One day, Jake's boss called him. "Jake, you are a great worker, but you need to improve your English. If you don't, we might have to find someone else." Jake felt his stomach drop. He had worked so hard to get this job. He couldn't lose it. That night, Jake made a decision. He would not let fear stop him. He would not be silent anymore. He promised himself that he would become fluent, no matter what. And so, he started his journey. This is where my 5 secrets come in. These are the same secrets Jake discovered. These secrets will help you speak English with confidence, without fear. Listen carefully. If you follow them, your life will change. The first secret is simple. Listen like a child. Think about how babies learn a language. They don't read books. They don't study grammar rules. They just listen. They hear their parents speak. They hear the world around them. And slowly, they start to understand. Before they can talk, they listen for months. You must do the same. Listen to English every day. Listen to stories, watch movies, listen to podcasts. At first, you won't understand everything. That's okay. Keep listening. Your brain is smarter than you think. It will start to recognize words, patterns, and meanings. Jake started doing this. Every morning on his way to work, he listened to an English podcast. He didn't understand much at first, but he didn't stop. After a few weeks, he realized something amazing. He could understand more words. He could catch phrases. His brain was learning, even when he didn't try. The second secret is even more powerful. Speak, even if you make mistakes. Many people don't speak because they are afraid of saying the wrong word. But mistakes are your best teachers. Think of a child learning to walk. Do they fall? Yes. Do they stop trying? No. They fall again and again until one day they walk. Speaking English is the same. You will make mistakes. People might correct you, but that's how you learn. Jake knew this was his biggest problem. He was always scared of speaking. So, he made a rule for himself. Every day, he had to say something in English, no matter how small. He started by ordering coffee in English. 1 coffee, please. Then he started small conversations with his coworkers. How was your weekend? At first it felt strange, but after a few weeks he felt something new. Confidence. He was speaking without fear. The third secret is to read and think in English. Reading helps you learn new words. Thinking in English helps you speak faster. When you read, don't just read for meaning. Read out loud. Feel the words in your mouth. Read stories, read articles, read anything that interests you. And when you are alone, try thinking in English. If you see a tree, don't say arbol in your head. Say tree. If you are planning your day, do it in English. Jake started doing this too. At night, before sleeping, he took a simple English book and read out loud. He felt silly at first, but then he noticed something incredible. His words came out faster. He didn't have to translate in his head. English started to feel natural. The fourth secret is to surround yourself with English. If you want to learn something fast, you must live in it. If you want to swim, you go to water. If you want to learn English, you must bring English into your life. Change your phone to English. Watch TV in English. Talk to people in English. Jake did this too. He changed his phone language. He set his computer to English. He started watching only English movies. Slowly, English became his world. And then, something amazing happened. One day, he was in a meeting at work, and without thinking, he answered a question in English. No fear, no hesitation. His coworkers looked at him, surprised. His boss smiled. Jake had done it. He had become fluent. But there is one last secret. Never stop. Learning a language is not a race. It is a journey. You don't stop when you become good. You keep going. You keep growing. Even native speakers learn new words every day. Jake knew this. Even after he became fluent, he kept learning. He watched new movies, read new books, and talked to new people. Because fluency is not just about speaking well. It is about loving the language and enjoying the journey. And now, I ask you, do you want to be like Jake? Do you want to speak English without fear? Then start today. Listen, speak, read, live in English, and never stop. One day, you will wake up and realize you are fluent. This is your time. This is your moment. Don't wait. Start now. Keep going. You are closer than you think. Would you like to continue? Let me know. There is always more to learn, more to share, And if you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and stay with me on this journey. Together, we will reach fluency.